Hey guys, I'm Aaron, and today I'm going to show you how I built a hill to put my haunted house on. So that was it. There was a lot of repetitive work on this. From the very beginning, cutting the chunks of styrofoam, one after another, after another, after another. That was a lot of work. The wrought iron fence, which turned out awesome, was a lot of the same thing over and over and over again. And same with little weeds, trees. It was just kind of doing the same thing more than once. So got my practice in. Maybe that's the good way to look at it. I have to admit, this was not the first hill that I built. The first one I tried to make out of a bunch of scraps of pink foam that I had, like literally scraps, like 1 inch by 1 inch strips like this big, and try to glue them and pile them together, and it didn't work. So I had to break down and spend a whopping $9.50 on that sheet of styrofoam. So it was easily the most expensive thing I've spent, or I've used so far. Overall though, I think it looked pretty cool. May do some adjustments with the paint once I go to take a picture. You saw in the wrap-up video just now, there was a backdrop of kind of a stars and moon thing. That's actually the wrong size. The book itself, all the images will be square, probably an 8x8 or a 9x9 book. So that was a piece of foam core, and it was, you know, tall and thin, so that orientation won't work. So I'm gonna have to actually create a different backdrop for this before I start taking photos. The other thing was this actually ended up being loose. I did not attach it to the hill. That gives me a little more flexibility when I go to take a picture of the hill. I can actually move it closer or further from the camera to get the framing that I want, if I want that in the camera real well. Something cool that I learned had to do with these drinking straws. So I'm doing my part to save wildlife from being damaged by plastic drinking straws by buying them and using them in artwork so they can't end up in the garbage. So, ecologically minded. I'm doing my best. I did find out that if you want to use these are cheap ones and they're super flimsy. They fold over real easy. So I found that if you plug it, squirt some hot glue in both ends, the air pressure on the inside kind of makes them a little more rigid. They're harder to bend and fold up. But in learning that, I learned something else, which is if you use a high temperature glue gun and squirt that into the end of one of these straws, it totally melts it. Turns it to nothing. It kind of just shrinks back and disappears. So you do have to use a low temperature glue gun if you're working with glue and cheap plastic straws. Other than that though, it's there, it's done. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you liked the video. As usual, please let me know. If you want to see more, I actually have 2 pieces done right now. I have a bedroom set finished and some bedroom furniture, so I'll be posting a video on both of those in the very near future. If you want to be notified when those come out, go ahead and subscribe now. If you enjoyed this video at all, like any part of it, even that it's ending now, go ahead and click like. And of course, as usual, my favorite thing to hear from you guys is your thoughts, your input, your comments, what I did good, what I didn't do good, what I could have done better. So please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. That's it for now. Thank you.